year and everybody's Christmas. Santa, who does Santa use for all his income tax and accounting needs?
Well, Santa has learned through trial and error that Mr. Taxes is the place to go. The CRA, it's their job to take as much money from you as they possibly can. That's their job. They're mandated by the government to take all your money, as much as they can. It's Mr. Tax's job to help you keep your own money. So to go anywhere else other than Mr. Taxes, as far as Santa's concerned, is foolish. So definitely talk to Mr. Taxes, talk to one of their affiliates. They have the best experts in the country to help you keep your own money. That's who Santa uses for his taxes.
Thank you so much, Santa. And, make sure and get all your stuff into us there early this year. You always do, especially after serving all the girls and boys around the world. And let's see if we can get them on. Our very special guest, again, responsible for half the world's economic production during the month of December every year, wraps up, takes a hiatus. This guy's able to take 364 days off a year almost. He works hard for one day.
364 days off.
There he is.
You must be hiding under a rock, young Rob. I work 364 days a year making toys.
Yes, you do. I was talking about the big excursion you do there with the pixie dust. So welcome, Santa. Welcome to the call. This is our weekly Dollar Tax Club call where we talk about finance and money and taxes. And, before we get going, diving into that, this is 2020. We're 20 years past the turn of the century. You're still kicking around. You're still, delivering toys to all the good little girls and boys around the world. What's your message to everybody just to kick things off for 2020?
For 2020 or 2021, whatever it is.
Let's wrap up 2020 and then going into 2021. What do you see happening? And what's your message for everybody?
My message for everyone, Rob, is communicate. We all are going through different stages in our lives. Different things are happening to us. No one expected COVID-19 to happen. It was a shock to all of us. We've learned what we do need and what we don't need. We've learned what we want, what's important to us, and what isn't important to us. So it's been a relearning process, a re-evaluating our lives, what we're doing, what we're learning, where we're going. So each one of us is on a journey. Some of us have realized that our family is the most important thing to us. Some of us realize that, yes, our family is important to us. So we need to keep a roof over our head. We need to keep their tummies full. We need to keep them warm. We need to do what we need to do to make it happen for them. And so we've gone through a number of challenges. 100 years ago, I just made toys and I delivered them. There was no such thing as the internet. There was no such thing as electronic machines up here at the North Pole. Now we have electronic machines up here at the North Pole. If I wanted to see someone, I had to go out and physically see them. Here we are 100 years later, and we're talking, and there's really no wires. There's electronics going through the air.
I know you're all the way up there in the North Pole. I'm down here in the wet coast of Vancouver. Aaron is in one of your favorite places, Santa, Big White. He's in Big White.
Lots of snow, so Santa can ski. I love it. I love it. So be prepared for about anything. 2020 has changed almost everyone's life. So let's go into 2021 with the idea that you can do anything. There's nothing that anyone watching can't do. I am started out as St. Nicholas, born March 15th, 270. So I'm old. I'm as old as my tongue. I'm older than my teeth. And I'm still able to learn new things. This electronic age is a wonder to Santa. So there's nothing that you can't learn, that you can't do, that you can't accomplish. And if you can't do it yourself, you know people like Aaron and Robert Stone that can help you do that. Santa's getting to the stage where maybe he can help you. But look to your neighbors, look to your family. There are people that you've never connected with. Connect with people in 2021. Let them know that you love them, you care about them, and you're there for them.
Amazing message. Always great advice, Santa. You know, I found a picture in the archives, and I'm just going to share it here if I can make technology work. And you and I have a little bit of a history, Santa. And here it is. It's 1972, so that's quite a few years ago. There's me and my brother, and I'm sure you remember that one.
I most definitely remember that one. That was before I got old and needed glasses all the time. But I certainly remember you two rapscallions sitting on my knee, getting you to sit still for a minute, especially you. But you have settled down. Santa's very happy about that.
You know, and then our paths crossed a few years later because I was an accountant at the Vancouver Food Bank. You know, in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think I wrapped up there in 2002 before I went out to start Mr. Taxes. But we crossed paths there, and I know you're a great supporter of the food banks around the world. And people can donate. One of the things we're doing here at the Dollar Tax Club is donating $3 for every dollar that somebody pays to join. It's only $1 to join our club. So we think it's great value. But what are the benefits of giving to the food bank, Santa?
Oh, Robert, the benefits of giving to the food bank really can't be measured. We all feel good. We see that we go by our groceries and we see the food hamper there that after we've bought groceries, we've bought non-perishable items. We put them in the bin, and that's wonderful. The food bank appreciates that. Now that goes to the food bank. They have to pay somebody or a volunteer has to sort it. That all takes time. So thank you so much for your donation. But if you want to make a bigger donation,
a bigger impact. A bigger
impact. Food banks have purchasability. Their businesses, food stores respect the food banks. So every dollar you donate to the food bank, they can turn into $3. You donate $20 to the food bank, they can turn it into $60. We're all working. We all have to depend on an income. $60 is a lot better than $20. Plus, if you donate $20 or more to a food bank, they will give you a tax receipt. That tax receipt you can take to Mr. Taxes, to Rob Stone and his organization, and they will reduce your income tax-wise. I'm not a tax person. Rob Stone is the tax guy, but he can reduce your taxable income by what you give to the food bank. If you buy $20 worth of groceries and put it in the bin, your heart feels good. The food bank feels good. Everybody feels good. But if you give $20 cash, it goes so much further and they can have so much more impact. Such as if you were to donate a bunch of cans of peas or non-perishable items, maybe the food bank actually needs diapers for the little ones. And they can spend the money how they need it. It's just like your home. You know what you need in your home. If someone shows up with a bag of groceries, puts it on your doorstep, knocks on the door and runs away. You appreciate the charity, you appreciate what they've done. But if they handed you the cash, you could go buy what you actually needed. So Santa has a very soft spot for the food bank. So anything you can do to help the food bank get through this difficult time is more than appreciated by every food bank, the ones local to you, the ones around the world. Santa can't say enough about the food banks and what they do to help people less fortunate than you and I in this most difficult time.
Especially with everything going on in the world, with all the layoffs and all the people off work. So, I'm sure everybody appreciates you more than ever this year, not this time of year, but this year in particular, because you're always spreading joy, you're always spreading happiness, spreading, the value of giving, especially to the food bank. And I know that a lot of that food that people do put in the hampers does get damaged. And we had to track that. That was one of my jobs as the accountant at the food bank. We tracked the amount of damaged food. And it was up to 30% of the food that came through the hampers. The donations were damaged. Boxes got ripped open. If cans were dented, we did not put those cans out to the public, because if the cans are dented, it causes things to happen with the food inside. So there was a lot of spoilage. So we came up with that simple grade 3 math calculation. It was simple because we kept good books and records down at the food bank, and we were able to determine that we were able to compound that dollar donation into 3. And that's why we're doing it here at the Dollar Tax Club. Is, everybody that joins, they get valuable information inside, and it's all for $1, and that $1 is refundable as well. So if you're not happy here at the Dollar Tax Club, ask for your money back, but don't ask for the money back for your donation to the food bank. It doesn't, you said you don't know the value of that $20 contribution. They have a almost $4 million budget just at the Greater Vancouver Food Bank. So your $20, don't think that it doesn't make an impact, because it does. Because that may be just one more family, the one that is on the brink of bankruptcy, or being put out on the street, or not having anything to eat Christmas morning. And, in light of everything, in light of everybody's troubles, they still put the milk and cookies out. So that $20, could buy some extra milk and cookies for Santa, and Santa will compound that little gift to him with lots of toys under the tree. So children watching, the replay here, maybe they're watching it this year or next year or for years to come, because we're gonna cherish this video here for years to come, Santa. It's just a real privilege to have you on. Anything, Aaron, for Santa? Aaron's just still humbled here. He's just in shock and awe that we got Santa on the call.
Yeah, I've been telling all my friends that Santa's on the call. I've been sharing screenshots, bragging about it, and some of them have been saying that. One of my friends, Jess, said, "Tell him I will let him know who has been naughty." So she's willing to give you some insider info if you needed any.
Anybody, Santa? Anybody naughty? Anybody nice? What are some advice you have with that particular subject?
Well, Santa has a huge book, actually a couple of huge books with naughty and nice people in it. Santa's object is to move all the naughty people to the nice list. So that is Santa's goal. And how do we get the naughty folks to the nice list?
Can I give you the phone number? Can I give you the phone number for Canada Revenue? Give them a call, Santa, for us.
Well, there are some people that are beyond help, Rob, and we need to recognize that. So let's not cast our pearls before swine. Let's work on those that we can help.
And we're Santa can't contain himself. We do our best here to try and help people stay out of the tax, the naughty side on the tax side. We do our best. There's only so much we can do. But that's why we're on the call every week. This is predominantly a financial call. And we were talking today, we gave some tips on the BC Small Business Recovery Grant and how to apply for that. I know you tuned in late. you're very busy in the workshop. But there is money available through these grants, the national or the federal grants, the CEBA loan, the CERB, and we can help people navigate through that. And I know, Santa, you're going to help spread the word as well. We only have about 15 minutes left here, so hopefully you can stay on for the rest of the call, Santa, because we're just having so much fun. I feel like I'm 5 years old again, sitting in your lap there in Ottawa with my brother sitting across from me, and he was the naughty one. Wasn't me, Santa. Definitely was not me.
Don't lie to Santa.
Okay.
You can't lie. Santa sees everything. But what he has seen is that you have turned some things around. And with what you did when you were younger, the help you give all the people today has more than made up for what you did when you were younger. The things you do today, Rob Stone, with helping people navigate from where they are to where they want to be, sitting down with them or connecting with them electronically like this, through emails, helping them navigate the maze that has been set up by CRA with our provincial government, our civil governments. You help them navigate through this maze so that they can reach their goals, not only personally and financially, but also spiritually. And what Maslow's law, where you get to the point where you're able to help others. And you have reached that point, Rob. And so has Aaron working with you. You guys are at that level. And that is so important to help others once we have reached where we need to be.
Aaron does it on the marketing side. We do our best here at Mr. Taxes. And one of the things that we do, because I did work at the food bank, I've seen the problems that people go through when they're, on the brink of starvation or on the brink of homelessness or even homelessness and on the brink of surviving life. One of the things is if they don't file their tax returns, they get cut off of medical services. Now, they can still go into the hospital, for example, if they have something happen, break a leg or, they fall and slip, break a wrist. But once they go into the hospital for that initial treatment, they're not able to go back to get the cast removed or not able to go back to get secondary treatment, because once they go in and they let the cat out of the bag that they're not covered, then there is issues. So we do help people that cannot afford to do their tax returns. And if there's anybody listening out there knows somebody who does need some help, and I know Aaron does these things from time to time on the marketing side. Every year he takes on one or two clients that are struggling in business or, on the financial side as well. But we do that. We can help somebody get their taxes filed up to date so they can get all the government benefits, get all the credits. So we are trying to do our parts, and thanks for reminding us of that, it's not all about making money and making the economy run. And you do it. I mean, you've never earned a dime in your life. Born in 207, back as Saint Nick, I think it was your original name. What was the original name?
Saint Nicholas.
Yeah, Saint Nicholas. And, working for over 1,903 years, you've never earned a dime and you still continue to give.
Well, it's because Saint Nicholas has been very, very fortunate. I was born into a lot of money and have been able to give a lot of it away and have been able to share the word of helping others.
Yeah, my old boxing coach told us that. He said it's always better to give than to receive. Famous words from Joe Sandulo, my original boxing coach. It's always better to give than to receive. And you practice that day in and day out. Any questions here from listeners? Can we put in our wish list for Christmas, Santa? Aaron, do you have a special request for Christmas?
I already fired it off. I fired it off earlier, so it should be in your pile of letters there somewhere.
Are you able to let our listeners know, Aaron?
What was that?
Are you able to let our listeners know what your request is to Santa?
Oh yeah, so I really, really would love to have a GoPro 9, if I'm completely honest. GoPro action camera.
Okay, well, no promises, But as I left the workshop, the big workshop, to come here to this meeting, the elves in the big workshop were actually making GoPro 9s.
Nice.
So no promises, but I will do my best for you, okay?
Sounds good. And I'm pretty sure right now they have a good discount as well. So I'm sure you guys can make it even make it even better.
Yeah, before I know Santa's going to be working right after Christmas, getting on the GoPro 10. I know you're going to be working, getting those ready for next year.
Definitely will.
My wish, Santa, is for everybody out there to be safe with with this virus going around the world. There's going to be more viruses to come. Dangerous stuff floating around. You had great advice on the previous call with the social distancing, but my hope is that everything is resolved with these issues and everybody can get back to normalcy. It's not the new normal. Let's get back to the old normal, the way Santa knows it for the last 1,903 years. Let's get back to the old normal. Everybody is talking, everybody's communicating. And that was your advice in the previous call there, Santa. This is our second call this morning. So what is your advice to everybody going into the new year?
Going into the new year, let's be more patient with those around us. There are many people that are struggling just to understand what's going on right now. There are people that are struggling to understand that this is a pandemic. Santa has lost hundreds of friends due to COVID-19. There are people struggling. There are doctors, nurses watching people pass away. This is not a hoax. It is real. So let's understand. Let's work with those that do believe that it's a hoax. Let's help them to understand that we need to be together. We need to work through this. We need to practice social distancing until this thing goes away. There has been a vaccine been released. So let's watch what happens with the vaccine. When it's our turn, maybe we need to get a vaccine.
We'll let Trudeau test the vaccine first. We'll let Trudeau test it first on himself.
Well, there's a number of theories. If the politicians take the vaccine first and none of them survive, the country will be okay.
Awesome. So we have, sorry, Santa, we got a few messages in here. Mickey Shefsky, mortgage broker from Alberta and BC. I believe she's licensed in both provinces. Her grandson, Trey, is listening. So maybe you could say hi to Trey.
Well, hi, Trey. Santa has been watching you, and he notices that you are still on the nice list. And do you know how you got on the nice list and how to stay there? The first thing is you need to keep listening to mom and dad, listen to your parents, listen to your grandparents. And I've been watching you almost always say please and thank you, and you're kind to others. And if you keep doing that, Santa will keep you on the nice list. Can we make a deal on that? Now, if you're listening and Santa can't see you, but give Santa a high five on that, and we will make it work for you.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And Marion says, Santa, you are so wise. Thanks for sharing your heart and all children's presents. That's from Marion in Surrey, BC. Or sorry, Langley, BC. She's in.
Oh, thank you, Marion. And one thing Santa will pass along to all the children is that we are going through COVID-19. So we do have to maintain social distancing. So therefore, it is very important that all the children are in bed when Santa comes to their house. So when your parents tell you it's time for bed on Christmas Eve, what Santa needs you to do is wash your hands and face and brush your teeth, and then put your pajamas on, and then Santa needs you to hop into bed. And then He needs you to snuggle up and go to sleep, okay? Can you do that for Santa? And if you can do that for Santa, Santa will leave something very special under your Christmas tree.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mickey says thank you for the high five for Trey. I'm sure you made Trey's Christmas this year and everybody's Christmas. Santa, who does Santa use for all his income tax and accounting needs?
Well, Santa has learned through trial and error that Mr. Taxes is the place to go. The CRA, it's their job to take as much money from you as they possibly can. That's their job. They're mandated by the government to take all your money, as much as they can. It's Mr. Tax's job to help you keep your own money. So to go anywhere else other than Mr. Taxes, as far as Santa is concerned, is foolish. So definitely talk to Mr. Taxes, talk to one of their affiliates. They have the best experts in the country to help you keep your own money. That's who Santa uses for his taxes.
Thank you so much, Santa. And, make sure and get all your stuff into us there early this year. You always do, especially after serving all the girls and boys around the world. And for all your marketing needs, Aaron Fraser with Diamond Movement. Aaron, the same thing, helps Santa with all of his marketing and online social media, making sure the word gets out. And Aaron helps us. We use Aaron here for setting up our marketing funnels and all of our marketing initiatives. So thank you so much for that, Santa. We always finish these off with a little video, and I have Jose Feliciano with Feliz Navidad, and a little story to segue that. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs because I was in Mexico. I know I was there 30 some years ago. We went off to this island with a cruise, and we partaked in a little bit of enjoyment juice. And we asked the band, they said, do you have any favorite songs? It was 4 guys on a Spanish banjo. And I said, it's close to Christmas. I said, do you guys know how to play Feliz Navidad? And they started Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. And they didn't know the words. So the whole song was Feliz Navidad, Navidad, Navidad. And everybody was laughing so hard because here's the Spanish crew didn't know the Spanish words to one of the most famous songs, Christmas songs in Spanish. And it was just an enjoyable memory around Christmas time, Santa. Everybody has, their fond memories of Christmas. Any final words before we segue into some Feliz Navidad, Santa? Any words for all the girls and boys, all the parents, politicians, everybody in the world? What's your final words before Christmas this year, 2020?
Love thy neighbor as thyself. That's Santa's kind of final word for 2020 and going into 2021.
And can they reach you, Santa, at the Santa Claus Keith email address?
They can. They can send an email direct to Santa at santaclauskeith@gmail.com.
Okay, and we'll put that up on the replays. We'll get it up in our social media because this video will be played for years, decades, and centuries to come. And we know you'll be with us for another 1,000+ years, Santa. Thank you so much for being on. Aaron gives a thumbs up. So we'll finish it off with one of Santa's favorite songs here, Feliz Navidad. Thank you, everybody. Have a safe and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Aaron, everybody at Diamond Movement for all our marketing stuff. And Santa, thank you for making the world a better place.
Thanks, Santa.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Hey, hey. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Todo el mundo, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.